Oh man, I tried so hard.
Welcome back to the Red Writ.
The Red Writ.
Wars, the Red Writ. The Red
The Red Writ.
The Red Writ.
The Red Writ. Thank you for our cast, Bill, Andrea, Daniel, Drizzle, and Ken Howl. Thanks for the score by all lowercase letters and Mr. Interrupt. Thank you to the Patreon members, Tim Roberts, Daniel Holker, and the Nostalgic Couch Fire Media for the art and media production. And just last but not least, Twa Replay Productions for all the random.
Who the fuck they are?
Do.
What
This
are they
is
do?
DreadLore's The Red Writ.
The Red Writ.
Red Writ.
A Theater of the Mind horror podcast.
Lackadaisical. We don't really care about it. It's all
We
good.
do
There's
care.
so much.
Whatever it is.
There's
By
so
the
much.
way,
We
here we
care.
go.
We care.
Anyway, so you guys are like in the marina, and
We care.
there's like fucking zombies outside apparently, and inside some
one.
stuff's happening. So what do? Then I guess the action's on you.
You know, actually though, I feel like an ASMR style gaming podcast would actually
That might
be a
work.
bad idea.
That might work. That might work. Anyway, so
If the red would work. If the red would work.
if the Red Writ. Does anyone know what the Red Writ is? Do you guys know what writ means?
It's a writing. It's a document.
Yeah.
You're a
for it.
document. I know you all know what it means, but seriously, I've mentioned it to people, and they're like, "What the fuck's a writ?"
But they haven't even heard of like a writ of attainder or anything like that, or
A writ is what?
a writ of attainder.
Is that a Scottish thing?
No, I mean it's a thing that
It's a legal
nobility
term.
used to use.
A writ
Yeah.
of attainder? What's a writ of attainder?
I'll let
a
you
writ
explain.
of
Sounds
Parker,
legal.
you're probably better at me.
Of attain? As in ATTAIN?
Is it like
Parker, you might be better at
people?
explaining it than I would. I mean, I sort of understand what it is, but I don't know.
I don't
Like,
entirely. So I know it's a legal
acquisition
term.
something?
It's a legal term,
Mm.
and it might have something to do with acquisition, but I don't know because I'm not. I mean, that's
You're not a lawyer.
yeah.
Hey, chat, what the fuck is a writ of attainder?
If I remember correctly, a writ of attainder is basically, at least in the context that I heard it, is essentially stripping somebody of their
Wait.
their titles, essentially.
A
Really?
bill of attainder is an act or of a legislator declaring a person or group of people guilty of some crime and punishing them, often without trial.
That is a
That,
writ
yes.
of attainder.
I think.
Yeah,
it says a
I-
bill of attainder, so I'm assuming it's
Wait,
the same thing
how
as
do
a
you
writ.
spell attainder? Is it
ATTAINDER.
Whoa. Yeah, I had never heard of that. Right on.
Sorry, I listened to a lot of fantasy novels.
Yeah,
So.
props to the writ of attainder. Right.
I was
Go
also
on.
looking at the chat
Mhm.
here, and it says that we need to hydrate.
Oh fuck. All right. Did
That's 'cause
nostalgic
Just
do it?
root beer count.
No, that's because he did it.
Listen, Ken. Are you drinking Evan Williams?
No,
Are you drinking
I think it's Woodford's.
Oh, shit.
something,
the double oak or whatever?
Double oak.
Nice. Well, I'm
It's
drinking Evan
grandma's liquor.
Williams. Ha.
It's really good. It's so much better than the Evans Williams. It's really nice.
It's like we switched. You got me on the Evan Williams kick, and now your punk ass is getting like good stuff.
Well, it's good. It's so good that I could just have a little tiny bit.
So, you guys are in a moment. It's the top of the third round. That said, how we're going to do this? We're going to be in the dread, of course, when we get back into it. Let me rephrase that. We're going into the montage really quick. You guys are technically in rounds. But I think there's a lull here. Andrea, what the fuck are you doing?
Nothing. Keep myself entertained is what I'm doing. Keep my mind.
Oh, really? What are you
rolling
drinking?
Too fast.
You drinking chocolate milk again?
Root beer. It's root beer.
Right. Bit of a montage. Because you're in between danger. And a lot depends on what you do at this point. So, the action's on you all. You're in the montage. There's no need to throw down. There's no need to bid. Oh my god. Unless you want to go directly into the dread and completely reverse what I just fucking said. That rhymed. Action's on you.
Tony, lift up your side higher.
All right. Look, it's really cold. I'm having trouble handling this. I should have.
Stop bitching, Mariah says.
That's what you get
wanna
for
carry
not
it?
bidding.
No, I can't carry it. I'm a kid.
No, just stand in the darker part. So you really know where you're going. You've been here before, right? You know where the boats are, right? For real? For realsies?
Look, I don't know. I don't know every single room, but I know how to get down to the marina. Because yes, I was here. You know, before we went on the island with the crazy stuff, which it looks like we're going to end up there again.
Mariah, have you been to the island before? You're with us, right?
Yeah.
When did
You don't
go
remember
there?
me?
No, I mean with Gabby and those. Did you guys go sneak off to the island?
Kind of her eyes shift back to Leah, who's way down the way now.
She's not around. I won't tell her.
You won't tell her?
I promise.
Yeah, okay. We went once.
Where'd you go? What'd you do?
Well, we just sort of went around on the beach a little bit. I got some shells.
Did you see a little hut there?
No, not on the beach.
So it was just the beach.
No.
You
We
go
went
in.
down. We went down. There's snakes in the forest. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. Lots of snakes.
No, I have to.
How'd you get there?
We
ahead.
went across the bridge. And she kind of stops herself and looks down at the floor.
Did you went across the bridge? Are you crazy?
Well,
Is there a secret way on the bridge?
a secret way? I
Yeah,
mean,
it's not like super dangerous.
I think it's always dangerous.
Oh, it's always dangerous. Okay.
But, you know, I mean, I know how to get across it.
Yeah, it's probably harder because it's snowy outside and icy, I guess.
I don't know. I could do it.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
No, we got across the
Did-
bridge and then we went down this like stone path and there was like torches and I think Gabby called them tiki torches. And then we went down to this big pool and there's all these people there, but we hid from them.
Okay. So you've seen these people do this before? Maybe?
Do what?
I mean, they did a ceremony of some kind before when you were there.
I don't really know what they were doing. They were going down. There was this water. It was kind of like a pool that had been drained, and there was something down there, and we didn't really get down and look because there were too many of them. They were wearing like these fur cloak looking things.
Yeah. Did they say anything? Did
They
you
were
hear any
all
chanting?
singing really badly.
Like, Ubla Kama, Ubla.
What?
I don't know. What were they saying?
I don't know.
You don't remember the words, the consonants.
No, they were just sort of like ah. As she kind of says, or
It was like a
sings a little too loudly. She's like ah,
oh. Shh,
ah, that kind of stuff.
we got to be quiet.
Oh,
We're sneaking. Remember sneaky time?
Speaking of which, you're at the end of the hallway, maybe tucked into one of the rooms. Maybe you've shut the door a little bit to give yourself a little privacy, as right around the corner will be the lobby. in this room. Looks like somebody has been here recently, moved stuff around. Let's all of you roll a d6 and say it's high or low. You can do a d12, it doesn't matter what you roll. Just say high or low and tell me if you get it.
I got a 6.
Did you say high or low?
No, it's high.
You got to call it first.
I'm gonna say low.
Oh.
It was a 1, so yes, it was a low.
Okay.
I called high, but I got a 1.
Okay. Simon.
I got mine. I called high and got 4.
Kennetha.
Wait, I rolled a 6, and I was thinking a 6 was higher than a
What the
1.
fuck?
So, like, I called a high.
Okay. So
Unless you want
You
me to roll
see-
again. But that's
yeah,
what I was thinking.
actually roll again. Not for you,
But I
just
was
roll
thinking,
again.
I was literally thinking that.
Yeah, I believe you. It's fine. So call high or low and do it again.
Well, I called high again, but it's a low now, so that changes my.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't change your thing.
It's
I'm
a
just having
3.
you- My God.
I rolled a 3. Low.
You can't read my mind.
It-
All right, so let's see. You've rolled 5 times, and there are 5 of you, and 3 successes. So you look around and you see, it turns out there are 3 woolly fur cloaks in here. They are brown and dark brown, and some of them have antlers. One of them has like what looks like kind of horns of some sort. They're all different, but they're these big cloaks that have been left, and there's 3 of them. You'll see on it kind of looks like a dressing room with like an actor's dressing room with the mirrors and the light bulbs, surrounding the mirrors. Mirrors are broken and the light bulbs look like they're mostly burned out. Sitting on the little desks in front, you'll find 3 quarterstaff size. Well, quarterstaff. No, half of a quarterstaff. So like a short stick. Think of like a little scepter, length. This gnarled piece of wood, and it's dried, and there's 3 of those as well.
Like Gandalf staff kind of thing.
Yeah, but they're not actual full-on quarterstaffs. They're like about yay big, 2 feet.
Fancy. Well, I think
So
we should
what?
take these.
They just dress up in fur.
I don't
costumes
know.
and-
I mean, Gabby said they were naked, and they were gonna do naughty stuff.
Well, everybody's naked under their clothes. I think it's fine.
You see her, like the cosmos explode around her.
Gabby, keep an eye out. We're
Gabby?
going to Gabby. Freudian slip. I mean, Mariah. Stay close. Don't be like Gabby.
Oh. Oh.
Let's go get these. Let's go get these items, guys, boys. And I think we should put them on Tony. Maybe not Mariah. Maybe she shouldn't put it on. But
I think you
We'll
have to
give
be
one
naked
to-
to put those on. But wait, we're all naked.
it's fine. We'll just put it on over our clothes and pretend like we're naked, because we are naked underneath. We're just gonna have clothes on.
It's
And-
so dark. It's so dark. If anyone sees us, no one's gonna know.
She looks
don't
up at
care.
you. I've heard that before.
Oh no, no! Who did this to you? Who did this to you? You gotta. What was the name of this person?
No,
Excuse you, what now? Excuse you, what now?
Are you trying to say something?
What'd you say about my daughter? What'd you say?
no,
what now?
not me. Not me. Annabelle was talking about it.
She heard her father say it.
That's not better.
Yeah, Annabelle has a bad parent.
Okay, everyone. Let's get these costumes, whatever they are. Let's go down the hall.
Mm-hmm.
Simon and
Well-
Leah, you are at the end. You're not in this room with them. So we'll finish up with Nord and Tony. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, why don't we just put them on, and then, just in case we get stopped, we can buff our way through a little easier than, and we'll just, whoever survives, if Drizzle or Drizzle.
Who's a Drizzle?
God,
Oh.
God, just just shoot me now.
No.
If Simon or Leah, survive, maybe we'll give them one too.
Give me that sad excuse for taxidermy that they call a headpiece.
I'm putting it on. I'm gonna put this shit on.
Mariah puts on one too.
Oh no.
Mariah puts on one too. She looks like a little squat acolyte from
If
the
anybody
wood.
asks, just say you're a hobbit.
What's a hobbit?
When you get older, you'll read books and you'll know all about.
I read
hobbits.
books now. I read in Hebrew.
Ah, well, I don't know if they have it. I don't know if they have a Hebrew translation, but that would be an interesting read, I bet.
Back in the hallway, Simon and Leah. What you doing?
Do you remember, or you want me to lead the way?
Never was in here, remember?
When we all got off the boat from the island, we came through here.
I suppose. Anyway, I'll let you lead.
All right. So I'll take the
Oh,
lead.
and I will say I did lock the door behind us.
You did very well.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll head down the hallway, and when we get to where the lobby is, I'm going to try to get cover and use the chaos to sneak past everyone.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
As you make it down, you two make it down to down the hallway to where the lobby is. Tony and Nord, as you guys exit the room in your acolyte robes with Mariah behind you, you notice Leah and Simon slowly sneaking down the hallway. Are you guys going to wait on them, or are you going to just keep on going?
We're carrying stuff. We have Mario with us. It's probably good that we're a little bit ahead.
Okay. As we drop into the Dread. Nord and Tony, Mariah's behind you as you're carrying this box. What you see out ahead of you, the lobby opens up. Is Nord gone? Can you hear? And you're muted.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no,
No,
you're good.
I
You're
have
good. You're good.
I have to say goodnight to my grandmother.
Oh yeah. Go do your thing.
She came in. Well, she said she came in and wanted to say hello, so I did.
Oh, okay. Tell her hi. Tell her good night.
It's too late now.
Oh well, shit.
She's
how I feel.
already making her way back.
And that's it. Nord and Tony, Mariah behind you, you guys carrying this box. You're at this corner. The hallway, so the layout of this place, as far as you can tell, you are in a long, thin hallway. Think of like a motel or something. There's no turns or anything. Rooms on either side. Behind you, a distance, is the door you came in. And Leah and Simon sneaking up. Directly in front of you, the room opens out to your right. The hallway, if you were to continue, would bypass the lobby and go into a similar hallway that you just left that would end at the building. To your left is the broken front entrance. Think of, walking into a zoo or an aquarium. Those massive doors that lead in. It's all destroyed and blown out because a box truck has rammed through it. To the right, you see the lobby. There's 4 pillars, weight-bearing pillars, big, estately-looking things. The floor is... It would have been polished, some kind of marble. Of course, it's not real marble. There were kiosks and whatnot at some point here. All of it's derelict, hasn't been touched in a long time. And of course, there's a wreck in front of it, as on one of the second columns, towards the back, this box truck has crashed in, and the column is sort of bowed around the box truck. Steam is coming up from the engine, possibly totaled. There's bullet holes all over this thing. There's bullet casings on the floor. Just beyond this is looking right. You see all that, this large entrance that could hold a few hundred people easily. There's another wall. It is completely windowed. Looks like it's been hit by a tidal wave. It's all gross and moss covered and whatnot. You can barely see outside of it. It's all also frozen over with the rain and the slush. Beyond that, it looks like where the marina starts. Tony, you've actually been here. All of you have been here, actually. You know that beyond this, there's, imagine a huge pool, right? And everything that would be around a pool, where you go see like fucking Shamu or something, okay? You can smell the diesel burning of engines, boat engines. You can hear this of a couple boats outside. And you can see the silhouettes of some people. They're not up against the glass. They're several hundred feet away from you, maybe 200 feet away from you. Rather loud from the engine roar outside, although the doors are closed, so it's muffled. In here, it is abandoned. You hear the hissing of the boxcar or the box truck engine. Some things every so often falling down from the crash. You are unaware if there's anyone else in here or not. The action's on you two. What are you doing?
I guess we should see if we can find our path and just keep moving forward. I think this is I was a little bit I mean, I don't know if you know this about me, but sometimes I might imbibe a little bit, so I may have been here before, but I don't exactly necessarily remember it. So Tony, if you don't mind just leading the way a little. Maybe Mariah, do you remember how to find a boat?
Look, I know where we're going.
She looks up at you. Are you sure? You were pretty spooked the last time we were here.
we kind of should we look for keys or something, or I don't know. Maybe
keys? Didn't you find a key, Tony?
Do we still have that key?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Well, that's good. Maybe we should wait till Simon and Leah get over here.
You guys hear a... Simon and Leah, as you're walking up, you notice them 50 feet in front of you at the end of the hallway. Think of going to like a Comic-Con, one of those hotels. The hallway, you can see a really long distance. You see them up there, but it's going to take you walking a good 20 seconds to actually catch up to them. You hear this loud slam on the door. You just locked. As perhaps, Simon, you look, you notice 2 fist prints in the metal of the door.
Looks like we need to hurry it up here.
As 2 more, the door cracks a little bit.
We will. Let's see if we can catch up to them quicker and get around. Hopefully, we'll
As the
get
door
through before stuff comes
off the hinge a little bit.
Okay. So I'm starting to rush towards, but still stay kind of hidden, but not like I'm going down the hallway because it's empty, and then when I get to the corners, when I get cautious again.
And that's where they are. Okay. Do you bid anything? Either one of you. You don't have to, but bidding would get you there in a certain style, or you can just run.
I'm going to bid, or calculating.
Okay.
Can I ask if it'll continue to go on as around we go the corner? Because I want to calculate how to maneuver through the lobby.
So, okay.
If that
Is the question about the layout of this place?
No. It's that I want it to last more than just this hallway.
Oh yeah, it will. It will for the encounter.
Yeah. Okay.
You can remember what the lobby looks like because you've been here with Tony and Mariah to investigate.
Yeah.
You know about the four corner or the four pillars. You know what was there with the kiosks and everything. It's pretty much an open room. It's kind of like a mall is what it kind of looks like. Although with the randomness of the boxcar, I keep on calling it a boxcar, of the box truck, there is some unknowns as to what's there. But yeah, you know the deafest way to get through and get to the marina part.
Okay.
So what do you bid?
Calculating.
Calculating.
Yep.
As Leah, you see Simon do this quick sachet stealthily as he reaches the corner where Simon meets Tony and Nord.
Okay,
Leah,
guys.
you're sort of lollygagging back. Are you going to bid anything to get up there as well? Are you waiting on?
Yeah, Leah will bid my focus burning.
Bidding your soul level. Are you bidding it as focus, or are you just bidding it as a trait?
I'm just bidding as a trait.
Bidding it as a trait, being very focused, you feel this burning in your chest, this life. You felt this several times before in your life, where you know that you're on the right path. You know that you need to accomplish this goal. As you move up, somehow, Simon, Leah arrives before you with an energy in her step. Ding, ding, ding. You guys hear again. Simon looking back, and Leah too, with your guys' previous bids, with Spook and I believe, what was yours in the truck, Simon?
Vigilante.
Vigilante. You notice that door, it's metal, but 2 or 3 more hits like this, and it will come off the hinges. Action's on you all.
Really,
that is the world.
Really wish I still had my paints.
I think we should GTFO.
Guys,
what's a GTFO?
It's like a really fast car.
Kind of car, yeah. It's a really fast car.
Let's hit it and get it. I think Tony and I, because we're already in costume, I think we rush out and maybe try and get a boat, and you just follow out right behind us.
What about the box?
Just give us a minute. Tony, take it with me. Let's go and just, if you can figure out some countermeasures to shut this door, because we're going outside, right? That we're getting ready to step out the door into a populated area.
The lobby is. We're heading to the right through the lobby, and the lobby looks like there's not a lot of people in it. It looks kind of abandoned.
Well, I think we should go first. Head towards the boats.
If you hit, when you turn the corner, there should be a thing here. There's a pillar here. I'm kind of describing. Hit those quickly, and that'll keep you kind of hidden. So let's go as quick as possible.
I'm gonna hide in plain sight with these robes. Come on, Tony. Let's go ahead. Mariah, stay back with these guys and follow as fast as you can. Let's go as fast, really quickly, Tony.
As you guys,
Okay, let's run.
when I say you guys, Leah and Simon, you run up and you see Tony and Nord, as well as Mariah, dressed like they're gonna go to like a Viking festival. Like they have on these these cloaks that look like bear cloaks or elk cloaks of some
Like
sort.
Jacob.
Huh? Like Jacob. Yeah, exactly. Like these bear things. And the head, it has these antlers coming off of it. And the headpiece itself is reinforced. You guys realize that you can wear it almost like a cap. You can clasp this thing and run about. You see, Mariah is in one. It's obviously far too big for her. She's playing around in it like this. As Simon, you give Nord extremely good directions as he turns and he and Tony make a beeline, ignoring everything you just said. Carrying this chest, going through. Mariah turns. She's not quite sure what to do. Go or stay. 3, 2,
Oh,
1.
so go fast. Go
As she
really
turns and runs after them, it's hilarious as she sort of like just scuttlebutts after them. And that is
Like
when
an Ewok.
And that is when you like an Ewok, you get a pip. Awesome. That is when you hear the gunfire erupt at them.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Can
Bam, bam, bam. 3 shots. Bam, bam, bam. 3 more shots.
Oh my goodness.
You guys are going to be starting to do reaction rolls in 3.
I'm gonna spend
Dude.
cunning.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay. You're going to spend
Yeah.
cunning. Right.
Uh,
Anyone else spending cunning?
I will spend cunning as well.
Cunning.
Okay, cunning. Anyone else?
Yeah,
I
me.
got nothing.
Good. Everyone spends cunning. So you see.
No, I don't. I don't spend
You
cunning.
don't.
'Cause I don't have any.
Oh, you don't have any.
I don't have any. I'm 0 cunning.
All the cunning out.
All the cutting out paper, it's all gone.
So as I tell Nord, I'm like, go here, and then he beelines out. I'm like, I shake my head, and in doing so, I look over, and I see the guns sticking out of. Go ahead and finish
Yep.
describing.
Exactly. Very good. You see 3 acolytes. I'm going to call them acolytes. They just look like rich people in. They look like rich people that have halfway dressed down from like a black tie event, specifically the one you guys just burned down. You
It's
might
like
even recognize them.
It's like after a wedding, and everybody
Yeah, like after a wedding.
just got like their bow tie like undone and hanging loose. And
It's like a they look like they came out of a Steven Seagal movie as they're like they pop, from behind stuff, having waited. As it dawns on you, Simon, they realized no one was in the truck and they were left behind. As they come out with their pistolas and they're shooting at the 3 people that they can see. Actions on you all. You notice Leah, her hands against the wall, having spent all of her cunning, just finally taking a breath, and in this moment is unable to react. Go on.
I'm gonna bid badge and clipboard to check off one of my abilities to facilitate counterpoint, and I'm gonna yell. I'm not gonna yell as Ken, but I'm going to yell.
Remember, you also need a bid for the action.
I thought that was badge and clipboard. Is that
So
correct?
you need the bid for the action, and you need a trait to activate the ability.
And then I'm gonna bid fake out to activate counterpoint.
Yep. Do it.
Guys, we got the cooler. We're going to the island. Come on. We're on the same side. Guys.
It's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. Go ahead and throw it down.
Jesus Christ.
So what aspect are you using?
My mind.
Your mind. So here's some stakes.
Yeah.
One, we're gonna give you a cast die.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, because it's zany and I love it. Two, you have Mariah with you. Remember, you have a child. Okay.
Sure.
Now, how can you bend that to your advantage? I'm gonna leave that up to you, if it can be bent to your advantage. Threshold
Sure.
for this. We're gonna roll it. Leah. You shall be the roller of destruction. Will you roll me a d10? Simon, will you roll me a d8? We're going to say it's a d8 because there are 3 of them.
It is a 3. No, not 3 successes, a 3.
Just 3?
One success.
One?
Just 3.
The threshold for this is 2. Here are the stakes. If you get a clean success, which I have a feeling you will. Clean success, they buy it. Limbo.
The chaos die is which one is the chaos? Is that a d6?
It's a d6. Yeah.
Okay.
Limbo. What'd you get?
2.
Yeah? Okay, that's fine. Limbo
So that's
means limbo means the yes but is they do believe you, but you get a feeling that one of them is suspicious. All right, what'd you get on your throwdown?
I got 4 successes.
All right, you got a
and,
narrative point.
I'm gonna spend that narrative point right now and say we were blindsided too. I don't know where those guys are, but help us.
Hold your fire! Hold your fire! Hold your fire!
We got to get
Stop
to the island
shooting!
fast.
As maybe one of them shoots as it ting ricochets near your foot. Stop fucking shooting! What's his
Jesus,
name?
guys.
Jarvis? You guys already got in costume. Good. Or in garb.
Yeah, we're good. We're ready. We're
Who's
ready.
the girl?
Oh, it's not a girl. She's just a short person. You can't.
Wait, so if it is not my turn, I can't go, right?
Correct.
Damn.
You can bid Mariah. Technically, no, it's in cunning. Never mind. Mariah's sitting there like this, like frozen, as she kind of like slowly puts the hood down.
As they say that, can I go ahead and spend my cunning point?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna shoot at the guy who says it. So I'm from this side. So they're going this way, and so I'm shooting at them, but also trying to draw their attention.
As the one guy points, who's the girl? As Nord, you say what you do. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got lots of little people friends. I'm sorry. I do. As the other one's like, you're such a racist. You're such a racist. The third one says, that's not racism, you asshole. That's just bigotry. What's wrong with you? Didn't you learn your terms? Yeah, well, maybe you should stop just shooting at everyone. And they argue back and forth.
Yeah.
Quickly
Meanwhile-
to the boats. They're after us.
Meanwhile, a shot rings out. Bam! Simon, what did you bid to do this?
I'm going to bid bad cop.
And you're shooting at which one?
The one who was questioning.
Yep. That person will be Deborah.
Deborah.
Deborah, Jarvis, and who?
Patrick.
Yeah.
Yep. As you shoot at Deborah.
Okay. I have 2 successes.
Okay.
Do I need a chaos die?
No. You beat
Okay.
it by 1. So go ahead and roll your damage. Because she is unaware, so it's just a bow def of 1. Bow def is bonus in defense. And add 1 damage
5 total.
5 total?
Yep.
As you shoot Deborah right in the chest, a geyser of blood from her body. As looking down, she's shot likely in the lung, Nord and Tony. As she grabs her chest, bedlam ensues as Patrick and Jarvis look around. What happened? She's sitting there like blood coming out of her mouth. All right, that is Simon. Are you going to move at all?
Yes, as the chaos is going on of this, I'm going to move closer to them, but keep cover.
As you do. Tony, you dropped cunning.
Yeah.
What you doing? You're holding this crate with Nord. A woman in front of you just got shot in the chest.
I kind of realize what happened, and I look at the group of people. I say, which one of you shot her?
Do you bid anything?
I bid.
To fib?
Yeah. I bid. Look the other way.
All right, I'll have you throw down on this. Leah, will you roll me a d10 and a d6?
Okay. So I got an 8 on the D10 and a 5 on the D6.
That is threshold 4, dude.
Sorry.
So I have to roll.
So you do your d10 action die.
Yep.
And either your mind or your wits, likely. And then you can activate abilities to give you bonuses. You can bid ninja gear to give you extra dice. And you can do proficiencies to re-roll individual dice. You're looking for at least 4 for limbo.
At least 4.
Unless someone is aiding you. In which case, you get extra dice.
All right. So I'm gonna first roll by action and wits.
Yep.
That is 1 success.
All right. That's better than none.
Yes. So I will bid turmoil.
Okay.
Will that give me an extra success?
Nope.
Oh dang.
Are you... All right. Do you want to activate an ability that might apply to this?
I will. I've got prayer,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's going to work.
You need to find out. I don't know why not. You need to find out what prayer does in that lovely DreadLore Corebook.
Yeah.
You can buy
Right here.
from DreadLore.com. It's a sexy book.
Absolutely. The gods' ears are deafened to the world, their eyes blind to it, but not those who are defiled. Using all of your being and concentration, utter words to your God, and your fervent whispers might be heard. Ye shall be as a looking glass, a watcher on the walls for them.
Right. So do you have any upgrades to it?
I have 2.
Okay, so if nice. I'm referring to Ken's laser beams. Yeah, nice. So if you bid a trait to activate prayer, it will give you +2 successes, which means you'll be at 3.
All right. Well, I will bid hardened.
All right. Hardened to activate prayer. How does that apply? What does Tony doing? What do people see him doing? What does Leah specifically see him doing since she's gathering her breath?
What I see you doing?
What do you see Tony doing?
No.
see him doing?
Describe Tony. What are you doing?
Oh. Oh, I thought you were talking to Leia.
No.
I mean,
Oh.
yes, but no.
Tony turns around, looks at all of them, and in a moment states, "Which one of you shot her?" as if Tony is summoning God himself.
Standing in his brown bear cloak with his antlers, raising his arms high. Did you guys get the little scepters? The dried wood scepters?
Yes.
As you're holding that in one hand, on the other hand, holding the crate. So you get 2 successes, you're at 3. You need 1 more for limbo. You got ninja gear, which can give you extra dice. You got proficiencies, which might allow you to re-roll a die that rolled poorly. Or if you have another ability to activate, you can do that too.
Actually, I have an expression.
Okay, what are you going to re-roll?
I'm going to re-roll the D8,
Do it.
and that is a success.
All right, so you are at limbo at 4. As you say this, anything else you're going to do to gain successes?
I am on my ninja gear. I have, and I think they're appropriate. I have rosary beads.
Yeah, you do. Do they have any traits on them?
No.
Okay, you get a D4 if you bid them. This is an extra die.
I will bid them.
Okay, do it.
I got a 3.
You can do it 1 more time, or you can do it at a proficiency. So at tier 2, you can do 2 ninja gear and 2 abilities on a turn.
I'll do it 1 more time.
Do it.
Nope, 2. So I guess I'm a limbo.
All right. It is enough to give them pause. As they stop, did someone shoot her? Deborah's like, oh, she shot me. She probably shot herself. Shut up, Jarvis.
I will say I will.
Oh,
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I will say. What kind of participants are you?
You're not even in your room.
You shot one of your
Oh,
own.
my goodness.
I'll tell you what. Repeat one of your chants right here, right now, in front of us all. Show me that you actually know it.
As Deborah's like, oh, I'm bleeding. Since it's limbo, they'll do it. Antagonist's turn. They have been convinced to bleed horribly and also to chant. As Jarvis is the first to come out, step forward with his tie down and his shirt untucked, and he's got those things that businessmen probably don't wear, but I'm gonna say they do, where they have like the socks, like the sock holders or something, the garters.
It's a sock garter, yeah.
Sock garters. He's got those on. He's in loafers. So his pants, like he's in like 1980 style boxers, because he was changing. As he says, Erich Kagel, Erich Kagel. What's the rest of it? Does anyone know the rest of it?
I don't remember.
Anybody? For 1 cunning, does anyone remember it?
Oh, you would dangle that, you bastard.
It'll just take
No,
me
I
one
don't.
second.
I won't go ahead and spend it.
No. You gain a cunning to know it.
If you remember
Such an
it.
asshole.
I know, but I have.
Ken, if you can DM her, then
It would. Yeah. I don't know.
son of a
You would
bitch,
think.
give me
you
a
would think
drink.
that- I just printed out my notes and like, it put them in.
No one
upside
remembers. Andrew,
It's
you don't
there.
remember?
No.
If it makes you feel any better, I kind of remember. I just have my notes out. All right. Is anyone in the chat, Drizzle?
Nobody said anything in the chat for a while.
All right. We'll see if the chat knows. If someone wants to spend the channel points, you can say that Andrea gets 1 point of cunning. If Ken can find this.
Queen. I mean, I just have the queen of the night. Really, you know, I know who
Tisk.
Arishka Gel is. You know, she's the Lady of the Veil, but like, I don't know why it's not on my notes. It was in my notes at one point, and all I can think of right now is Vindaloo. So,
All right. So, how to raise the ante. Let's do a fate roll. I like fate rolls. Fortune. Leah remembers what this is. And Andrea gets a point of cunning for it. And you realize a truth about it from the remembrance. So you're going to learn something from it. So I'm going to type it to you and send it to you, and you know something more about what it means, and you will actually gain a point of cunning. False fortune. Leah remembers it. Oh, she remembers it well. She's heard it many times, and she starts chanting along with it, making the sanity roll, joining in chorus. She will still get a point of cunning because I'm gonna make you do bad stuff. Okay, so who's fortune? Who's false fortune?
I will
Obviously,
be false
Leah cannot
fortune.
Okay, and who is fortune?
you want it?
I'll be fortune.
All right, stakes are made, stakes are laid. Do it.
Ooh.
Sounds bad.
That is a 21 for fortune.
I'm breaking out the rubber dice.
Do it.
I got a 93.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck. Oh.
So, any rerolls?
I don't have
If it
anything to
makes you
reroll
feel any
either.
better, I've run into the stuff that we should talk about for dead air, but it's not helpful in this situation.
Not
at
in this
all.
situation. Anyone dropping the proficiency or no? Give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 2.
I will drop a learning.
All right. Reroll.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a 46.
70.
Shit. Oh.
Three, 2,
Yeah, one more proficiency.
1.
And you can use my proficiency.
All right,
My last
reroll it.
one. My very last one.
Reroll it.
Rubber dice for the loss.
Yeah, that's a 19.
Eight.
8.
Whoa!
No way.
Nice.
All right. Leah, what is it?
Sorry, hold on. I have to.
Yeah, you got to switch screens.
If it'll let me. That
Nope.
is. Let's see here. There it is. It is.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it in voice. What do they sound like?
Okay.
Or what does Leah? She's not chanting it, but she knows it. So in her voice, however you want to do it.
Eres kagel. La mahala revio vecos.
As you murmur the words, Leah, knowing them, and they start chanting them. Eres kagel, la melhela revulo vecos eres, over and over and over. The door behind you, Leah, far down the hallway, busts in. You see silhouetted just the outline of this woman who you shot in the heart. Shot to the heart. Standing there, crooked. She looks up, you see again, like cat eyes in the night. Her eyes flash as she's about to leap forward and start running down the hallway toward you. The acolytes are chanting, almost like getting into the beat. But you bid fortune, so their words mean nothing. Player turn. Action's on you guys. What do you do?
Leah will go ahead and, come into the room and look at Mariah.
Who are you? They say.
Who am I? Oh, you'll want to be my best friend here shortly. Leah will actually sort of saunter up and grab the coat off of Mariah. Thank you for holding that for me. And she'll throw it on. She'll throw it on and, grab or put her hands on Mariah's shoulders. Now, friends, I understand that there might be some... We all want the credit for this, but I'm sure we can learn to share in a friendly manner. You see, we have... Your face threw me off.
Uh-oh. Where are we going with this?
Lady Callie will want to see us directly. You see, we have found and brought the replacement. Now, I understand, again, that we all want credits for this glorious achievement, but we can all share, can't we?
What? Mariah says, spinning around. Huh? As she punches you in the stomach, but she's a 12-year-old. And she fucking takes off towards the entrance.
Leah will immediately, I'll spend, Interrogator to just grab her, but she tries to run away.
Okay. Remember, you have 3 bids for Mariah as well.
Okay. Leah, okay. So, in that case, are you guys okay with me bidding her?
Can I say something to Mariah?
Sure.
Before... Really quick. Leah's pulling in a Nord. I don't know if she gets that or not.
What are you trying to communicate, and what do you bid?
She's lying.
Oh, well, what do you bid?
I'm gonna bid myself, Nord Zetterberg. Mariah's heard Nord lie probably to everyone all the time.
Well, he just did 5 minutes ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I love it, and I like this interaction. Throw down Nord. We're gonna give you.
Okay.
Yep. We're gonna give you a chaos die with it.
Okay.
And the reason for this is we're gonna say the threshold is 2. If you fail, obviously she doesn't get it. But moreover, she just considers you a big fat liar.
Oh, you said it was 2.
Shit.
Threshold 2.
Yeah, well, I got 2.
Limbo's
And I
good.
rolled a 6 on the chaos die.
So that gives you an extra successes. Or extra success.
Yeah, total of 2 successes.
You
I
gonna drop
did
anything
get
for
a
clean
1
success?
on
It doesn't
one of the
matter.
dice.
It doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
Unless they're both ones, it doesn't matter.
No, there's just the 1. I
Actually, since the interrogator wasn't really that useful, can I go ahead and spend that to give him my wits die, since we're kind
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
double-teaming
That aids him. Yep. So what's
that'll
your
be a
wits die?
D8. D8.
You get a D8 on top of that.
oh, nice.
Very good usage.
Not helpful.
Oh shit. Oh.
As you're both standing there in these acolyte robes, it's just she's in the center, having just got shot at. You got ninja gear. You got a lot going on. Anybody else can help?
Can I bid my camera and like just flip around and like flash
Is so
Would it help
noise
communicate
behind-
your idea?
I don't know. it'll
Not very
just like, I
compelling.
don't know, maybe I not really, just not really. I really have nothing.
Anybody else can help?
She knows Hebrew. I know Hebrew. I'm gonna say a word in Hebrew. I'm gonna say he's in Hebrew. I'm gonna say, "We are all lying, Mariah. Go with it."
All right, I love it. As you're aided by Leah. Leah, you put like a strong hand on her shoulder, but just so. As Mariah kind of looks up at you, and there's this moment of pause where you can see the gears in her mind working quickly. Simon, you see her look at you. She looks at Tony. She looks over at Nord as he speaks this Hebrew to her. As he says, "We're all lying. I'm going to be a dick." Chaos die. Tony, roll it. On a 1, one of them speaks Hebrew.
Oh shit!
Chaos die coming up. I think for this one, I will again go with the rubber dice.
Yes. Very appropriate.
Six.
Nice. All right. Mariah. It's true. I wish to give myself to Arish Fagel. Arish Fagel? She looks up at Leah. Fagel?
Leah will actually lean over and pat her cheek. Arrest Kagel, darling.
Kagel. She's the best. As Jarvis and Patrick are like, very good. We understand how Lady Callie would value you all. Like Abraham giving up Isaac. They like look up. As Deborah's like, it's beautiful. I need help. I think I shot myself. As we go into, oddly, the montage. Didn't expect that.
So let's
How do
take it
you
apart.
guys, having insinuated yourself into the occult from these doofuses, how do you not break this? So it's a montage. What do you do to get to the island?
I start singing to Mariah in Hebrew.
Oh, stop it, she says.
Just
Dreidel, dreidel,
Fight.
dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
No. Mariah, fight a little. Just fight a little sometimes. You gotta kind of struggle a little. Like you don't really want to be here. You gotta sell it.
Know if I want to do this, she says, as you guys are going out onto where the boats are.
Let's
You
go,
see-
guys.
You see about 10 people out here. It looks like an indispensable? Is that what the movie's called? Indispensable. What's that fucking called?
What are you?
It's with Stallone.
The Expendables.
The Expendables, Jesus
Expendables?
Christ.
Yeah.
The Indispensables. The Expendables.
Yeah.
The Indispendables would probably be a better movie. I
You
mean,
see
just
rich
saying.
people having dressed down, and some of them are wearing cloaks, carrying guns. One of them has like what looks like a machine gun, so like an AR of some sort. All of them have like Sin City style pistols or whatnot, and there are 10 of them around the boat. As you realize, coming out here, you would have been in trouble. There's a boat prepped and ready. Blue smoke coming out. It's burning oil. The storm has begun to actually hit. It is about 10 degrees. Your nostrils immediately start freezing. It is painfully cold out here. The ground is crunching beneath your feet. They're all here. Leah. We're in the montage. I need to know, how is it that the zombie woman who's onto your all's scent doesn't just bum rush out here and fuck everything up? Or does she?
She does bum rush, but I will use a narrative point to say that she actually bum rushes the people who are standing guard when we first came into that room.
Why would she do that?
They didn't.
Because the one girl got shot, so she smells the blood and is more enticed by that than our scent.
What were you gonna say, Nord?
I was gonna say that they didn't do it right. They didn't say the right words.
As Deborah, you guys are moving through, and the door's open, and you're seeing the scene I just presented. Deborah's still laying there, bleeding profusely, as she's trying to hold it. Jarvis and Patrick are still kind of chanting a little bit, not really paying attention. You see the narcissism and just, these people are in their own world. They're the rejects, if you will, of the acolytes. Maybe even it crosses some of your minds. Perhaps Tony, because you've been in a cult before. Maybe they are expendables. That's why they were left.
Maybe
to-
they need expendables
Oh,
for a purpose.
exactly.
Maybe
And
they
in
need
fact-
some people who are coming back.
And in fact,
Maybe they need people to become the thralls that have been haunting us this whole time.
so,
They need meat.
Oof.
Thanks, meat, for our sponsorship tonight.
hey, you get a narrative point. So, Tony, you just hit a milestone. Before it's a new scene. For that milestone. Before that happens, as a reward. We're going to go around, round robin. Something brutal happens as the willing, the awakened, this woman who seemingly cannot die, burst through one of the walls. It doesn't even take the time to go around the corner and leaps upon these people that are not doing it right. They're not, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not righteous enough. They're not adequate. They are, in fact, the sacrifices. So let's go around. What happens? We'll start with Ken.
I would imagine that the creature kind of moves and jerks and fits and spats and moves fast and slow, and like I think the first thing that they would do was rush up to poor Deborah and take their hand and just reach right through that wound, just put their hand straight through the wound and like pull out the heart and all of the guts and all of the, like, you hear like the ribs fracturing and cracking and like the innards just spill out, you know, when they when she removes her hand, and like she takes just a big bite out of the heart, out of the wound.
Blood, guts everywhere. Pff, she falls down. Dead. We're gonna leave Drizzle for last, since you're the horror guy. A lot to go on this. Andrea?
The other two guys, they actually get down. They've seen this. Not only don't act to fight back, they get down on their knees and start, like bowing, holding their hands together and rocking back and forth and still chanting, "Air Chicago, Air Chicago."
Anything else?
No, that's like basically they're not only not worried about it, they see it as a manifestation of their great deity.
All of you see this. You see the depravity of it. A truth. Ereshkigal is not the Lady of the Vale.
No. Lady of the Vale is who the Blue Hand.
Correct. Tony?
What?
What else
What do
happens?
they do? Yeah.
The
It's kind of all you had to do, but go on.
Tony looks at them, says, "You all are getting better, but you're not quite there yet. Tell me, have any of you all had any? How do you practice? What do you do? What do you do to work on this? It's very important." And as Tony says that, one of them says, "Well, I have this book." And he pulls out the book. And Tony says, "Really? Give it here. Let me see it." Tony takes the book from one of the cultists and starts to look over it. Doesn't read it out loud. He's a little more savvy. And Tony looks at him and he says, "Look, I'm going to keep this for a while. I want to see if you can I want to see how much you know by heart. Okay? I'm going to keep this just for now."
Okay, Sama, they say.
Tony puts that book in his pocket.
You do. You have this small book. It's handwritten, and it has several prayers. Simon?
Okay. So the one that was just having the conversation with
Yeah, and Deborah is fucking dead.
with Tony. He's like, Deborah was a bitch, and right at that moment, the zombie lady reaches out and sticks her hand straight into, who was it, Jarvis or was it Patrick who was talking?
Whichever one. Patrick was talking.
Okay. Patrick. So she reaches her hand straight into Patrick's stomach and proceeds to come up and go through his belly and grab his rib cage and forcefully pull out his rib cage as she swings across and brings it onto Jarvis's head. Yeah. And she proceeds to then start to feast on all three of them. And because I'm trying to sneak past everything.
As you move around them, you see her completely covered in this gore. The people utterly dead. Maybe Jarvis somehow still holding on the wife as he is expiring. And as she does so, there's a whisper, a murmur on this woman's lips, a prayer. She's sentient in some way. She's not a shambling zombie. As she's almost doing this like prayer thing. And what is it? It's not pyromancy. That's for fire. Anthropomancy, is that what it is? It's where you fuck around with the guts and you see soothsaying. Her eyes again flash like a nocturnal animal as she looks up at you all. All of you need to make sanity rolls.
Sanity's mind, right? Yep.
Ezra Brooks, Distiller's Collection. Woo.
Anthropomancy.
Anthropomancy.
Better than Ezra.
I got
Ooh.
one success.
Was that a good band?
It
Very
was
good.
a popular band. It was a very popular band.
Doesn't mean
I like it.
I think it was well known.
What'd you guys get?
I got one success.
I've got 2 so far, but I'm...
Can I bid a flaw?
Of course.
I'm gonna bid tinnitus.
Wait.
And I don't hear any of this.
That'll help a little bit, sure.
Uh,
Are you gonna bid it to activate something?
yeah, I'll bid it to activate when plans go awry.
Okay. Notice I have not given you guys a threshold because it's a
So
little bit secret.
rolling sanity, it's a D10 and a D8, right?
If your mind is a D8, then yes.
Oh,
Mind die and your
I got
action.
3. I got 3 successes.
What'd you guys get? 4, 3,
successes.
2, and 1. All right. You all witness something here. It is now a new scene.
Yay! Finally.
Remember, on new scene, you don't get cunning and breath. You get those from goals. But you do recover all of your exhausted traits and proficiencies. You get on the boat. They make way for you, actually. And you actually have a bit of an armed guard. We'll say 4 people are with you. 4 acolytes. This includes the person driving, unless one of you drives. Does one of you drive?
No. I mean, I won't.
How do I get on the boat?
That's up to you.
Okay, because I'm still stealthy. I'm the only one not in costume.
Indeed.
No, Leah's
Okay.
not in costume either.
No,
No,
she
she
put
put
on
on-
she put on Mariah's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's up to you, sir. How do you?
While the gore is going on, is there a way for me to sneak onto the boat?
It's up to you. We're in the montage. You don't have to bid.
Yes.
How does it happen?
Then, while all this is going on, even though they're all standing there armed, they're like, and they all make sanity rolls as well.
Absolutely, they do.
While that's
Absolutely,
happening, I take the opportunity to sneak on to the boat and hide as quick as I can. In is there a?
Yep. There's
Yep.
a little down below. As you're
Yeah,
down there with the
and
buoys.
Yeah, and I'll hide there real quick while they're all watching the gore and carnage.
There's the chug-a-lug-lug of the boat as what you all have seen plays on your minds. It was like a dream or a nightmare, perhaps. Or perhaps a vision. The 4 guards that go with you are whispering to themselves. Their eyes open, watering. They haven't blinked since you left the dock. Let us roll. Let us roll for the 6 that were there watching. So, there's 4 of you. So, everybody roll, we'll say a D8. Tell me if it's a success or not.
Mine was a success. 1 success.
1 success.
Okay, and 2 more of you roll again.
I'll do the second one again.
All
That
right.
was no successes, so I rolled a 1.
No.
That was no success.
4 of them fall to their knees. 4 get in the boat as armed guards. They are the veteran acolytes. Scars on their body from many ceremonies and such. There's a knowing look on their faces. You all have witnessed something. 4 of them fall on their knees and they start chanting loudly, hoarsely, Ereshkagel. What is it again, Andrea?
Hold on. I'm not gonna remember it. It is. Yeah. Ereshkagel, La Mahala Revuo Bekos.
I love this. I'm gonna send that to everybody. Everybody's gonna get it. Shit, did I fuck up? Yeah. Drizzle, would you post that in the chat when you get a chance?
Okay.
You all will regain 1 cunning if you chant this at the same time.
No, you're just trying to trick us.
That's correct. All right. 2 of them, bawling, crying. They can't speak the words. They hand over their earthly possessions. They strip as they walk into the room, into the lion's den. And this woman stalks them and rips them apart. Drizzle, how does that work? What happens?
How many go in? Did you
2.
say 2? Okay. So as she's sitting there, and Jarvis is not dead yet because she used the rib cage to kind of knock him prone. So he's sitting there watching as all this is going on. The 2 proceed to strip down to their boxers, and they go in, and they walk in with their arms back and their chests forward, waiting. But she will not have that. She pounces up onto the top of one of the columns and waits till they get in there And as she does, she comes down on top one and grabs it by the top of the head and bends it over backwards. To, in essence, snap it in half with the force of her movement. Then the other one is standing there and he starts to panic because he thought he knew what he was getting into, but he decides to run, and that's what she wants. And so she chases after him and just grazes the back of his leg so that way he starts to haver. And then she pounces on him and drags him in front and puts him right in front of Jarvis and slowly begins to torture him as Jarvis sits there and watches, knowing that he will be the next one when she's done.
As you guys get on the boat, these images, you can hear the sounds. The threshold for the sanity roll was 6.
Yeah.
So everybody fails. Unless you spend the breath.
My special ability is that I just turns an utter failure into just a normal failure.
Yep. That's right.
But I'm absolutely gonna spin a breath.
All right, you spin breath and go to limbo. That's a good move. Anyone else
Yes, I
do
will spin
something as you spin breath? You don't have to spin breath, but if you can get up to 6, it'd be a good move.
I'll spin breath.
I will also spin breath.
Good move for everybody.
How many period of life tallies does that give us?
Roll a d10.
Okay.
And mark those down as tallies on your sheet towards gaining a period of life. Once you get to 20, this is a rule that I got from Punksicle. Once you get to 20, you move to the next period of life. The weight on the soul is what it is.
Okay.
And where do you mark that down?
Anywhere you want. It's not on the actual character sheet.
Okay.
On version 2, we'll have all that. That's in the errata.
I'm just gonna put a little.
Yeah, Punksicle came up with and helped me with a lot of the errata rules. Actually, several of the rules that came up in the book. So props to him.
Nice.
All right, so mark down your tallies. In the event that you had not reached limbo, you would have marked that many derangements.
Oh, shit.
So you could have literally maxed out an entire derangement by watching what you just watched. There's a chill within you, all of you. Your souls are strong enough, burning bright enough. Your willpower is strong enough to withstand what you just withstood. But there is something unknown ahead of you. Something dreaded as the island looms out before you. You go underneath the shambling bridge, which somehow, based on what you've seen and what you're experiencing, the rocking of the boat in these chilly waters, the shambling bridge somehow seems sturdier. The storm has hit full on. It's just straight up ice droplets pelting down. Ice is on the water, still moving. Of course, the water is not going to freeze. Maybe. The boat goes through it. Smell of diesel. These images in your mind, you're not entirely certain. You won't allow yourselves to be. What you saw, this woman reveling, this awakened, this willing. You hear one of the guards say, "The promise is true. You saw her. Life immortal."
Yeah?
As you reach the other side, having bid limbo, or I'm sorry, having bid breath, gotten to breath, gone to limbo, something happens to you all. You don't gain a flaw, you don't gain an a derangement. Instead, you get an advancement. It needs to have to do with what you have endured. So this could be a proficiency, it could be folding the story into a ninja gear, it could be an ability or an upgrade, it could be a trait. Something kindles within each of you.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
It's cool.
I can still hear though.
All good. Burning souls. Something tragic, however, based in your fate. You are hunters. What does that mean? Maybe you're not sure. You're hunting something, though. And you know it will be a sticky end. Are you damned? Can you overcome it? Who knows? That's for you to decide. But a seminal moment has occurred in each of you. What is the real world? You've seen something at this point. Or is it just madness, Simon? Is it madness that you need to overcome? Was that woman actually undead? Was she just up on that new drug you've heard of? The PCP? It's a point. It's a turning point for your characters. And you have to decide what that is. Or you double down on something. As you reach the dock, the boat rocking, the guards still haven't blinked. Some of them are actually bleeding in their eyes. So one of the guys, his eyes like frozen. And they're praising not Erishkago. They're saying a different name now. They've gone from Erishkago La Mahela Revulovekos. Something different. They speak of La Malhela Revulovekos. La Malhela, La Malhela. And somehow, Tony, the words begin to churn in your mind and you realize what La Malhela means. Do you know? It is Esperanto, by the way.
Dreams.
Dark dreams.
The dark dreams.
The dark dreamer. The dark dreamer, they praise. The dark dreamer. She who sings. She who gives life from the void to bring life. As you exit the boat and you find yourselves on Bell Island, you have two paths that are obvious. You can go any way you want. One is to the left. It's a stony path that leads down stairs. You see some tiki torches leading down. You've been up this path when you left the island in a hurry. To the right, a beaten path along the beach, which you've been down, and you know where it leads, a certain point in the forest where there's a statue and a hut. You have a choice to make. This is not the last scene. We're coming upon the last scene. You guys have a choice to make. So, actions on you all. Still the montage.
Do the people who drove us and
Stay in the boat.
They stay on the boat. All right, so Nord gets Tony to. Tony, help me with this. Let's go down this way.
Fine, but how do we know they ain't gonna leave with a boat?
They'll leave with the boat. I'm sure of it. They got more people to get.
We'll say, as far as you know, Nord, it seemed like this was the last party.
Or they maybe not. Let's just go down this way, Tony.
Fine, whatever. Might as well.
Which way is this way?
Not the path, but the way to get to the hut.
So the beach.
The beach. I'm gonna head towards the beach.
If I can, I'm going to sneak out of the boat and try to stay behind them and hidden.
It's the montage. You absolutely can do it.
Okay.
As Simon, you getting out of the boat sneakily is rather difficult. These 4 guards are just there, and there's no way out. You can't get through the little tiny hole of the window. As you ease open the door, though, you see they're completely gone. They're in reverie. It looks like you could push them in the water if you wanted. Take their things, slap them in the face, and they probably wouldn't do anything.
Oh. I think. Okay, sorry.
Actions
I
on
was
you all.
listening. Yeah. Oh, their prayer's a threat, not a threat. Huh.
Look, do you know what that prayer means?
It
No.
sounds, if I understand correctly, I think Ereshkagal is actually the good guy,
Edish
sort
Kagal
of.
No way.
But
is the dark
I
think
dreamer
it's-
who will awaken.
Wait, are you sure?
Irisha girl is the one that aren't they like
Edish Kagal.
it's Lady Callie. That's
But the
that's
dark
the
dreamer.
enemy.
Oh, I think it means the dark dreamer awakes.
Yeah, the dark dreamer.
yeah. Darkness.
Awakens.
That's the porthole to hell, guys. I mean just saying. We don't want the portal to hell. That's why we're here, to open the portal to hell. We need to stop the connection
It's
between
saying,
our world.
Hey, Edish Kagal, be ready, because the dark dreamer will awaken.
Well,
Right. But I think that means that Ereshkagal isn't the dark dreamer.
Yeah,
So
I don't
maybe
think that's
she's
true.
the one that those blue hand guys are working for.
No, that was the
no,
Lady
that's
of
the
Veil.
Lady of the Veil. Arishka Gel is their
Right,
enemy.
but if I remember correct, I'm not going to claim to be an expert on Sumerian mythology, but Ereshkigal ruled over the underworld, so wouldn't that make her the Lady of the Veil between life and death?
No, she's the Queen of the Night. She's the Queen of the Earth. She's the land of the dead, or the underworld. She was betrayed by or she betrayed Night. She's the nightmare of the deep, the sleeper. She might be able to heal Marcus.
Mariah is
don't know.
oddly silent in all of this.
I don't know.
As- go on.
It's starting to seem like we've gotten our whole cosmetology, for lack of a better way of putting it, wrong.
No, that might be true. Queen of Night Relief. What does that mean?
As you guys
Listen.
walk down the beach,
Let's walk out. Let's.
Simon, you're behind. It was very easy to walk past these people.
Okay. Since I noticed that, for right now, I will be with the group as opposed to, because I've noticed that they're not paying attention.
Yep, they're not paying attention to anything. In fact, some of them have have just lowered their weapons. They're in all murmuring to themselves some prayer.
And so as I will be keeping an eye out to know if I need to drop back at any time.
Yep.
If I start to see other people who are paying attention and not in a chant loop.
As you guys find yourselves together, walking along the beach, it's cold. The water's slowly licking at the beach, but it's not awful. You know, your faces are puffy and whatnot from the cold, but you look out to the right where Detroit is, it's dark. You see this blizzard going, consuming the city. You see the front moving in like a Ghostbusters movie.
I think this weather's all fake.
You mean, like, what do you mean fake?
Weather's horrible when we get to the island, and then it's kind of normal when we're not. It's bitterly cold. It's bitterly cold, and we're here, and there's dark clouds and everything. That's because we're here.
So you think what you think the ritual's creating the weather?
Probably. But
on Bell Island, it's not mild. It's still really cold, but it's nothing compared to what you're seeing is happening in Detroit. In fucking Canada, which is completely iced over and everyone's probably dead. You might feel bad about it.
Yeah, Canadians, they can take the cold. I mean, there's one thing I know
Canadians, they got like the fucking log cabins. They're fine.
They're wearing like shorts. They got their
just
sunglasses
hanging out
on.
with fucking hot cocoa and shit.
I want some of that maple syrup.
That's right, dude. That's what she said.
Anyway, you know, it depends. Like, I think we wing it. I think we're battling something that's darker potentially than her, but I wouldn't be trifling with either one of these. These are powers that are above and beyond. We're ants to these creatures, as far as I can tell. So we need to tread lightly, and in my opinion, not really be seen. You know, if we can find a moment to kind of sneak in, I think we'll have chance or opportunity to move forward. But I wouldn't trust a god if that's what they are. I mean, a god to me is a being that you don't understand.
On the beach, Nord, as you're talking, sort of like walking backwards, explaining, you happen to notice, because this all started with you coming here, maybe tripping over a rock. It's a volcanic rock, something that should never be here, that you'd seen before, which marked the entrance into the forest, because it's not otherwise marked. There's a calm, there's an insular feeling here. Mariah is very quiet, very focused. Leah, maybe you notice, she's very well behaved. There's something a little bit off. Tony, you can hear distant chanting. Or is it just the sound of the waves? Coming from the forest deep. Simon, go on.
I think people are already here. Listen over towards the forest. Don't you hear that?
Well, we knew they were already here.
Yeah. We're late to the party.
Simon, looking around, there is a crazed look in everyone's face. Nord, what are you doing?
I'm
Describe
probably...
to Simon what he's doing.
Simon, Nord's like checking his pockets, and he's definitely thinking about that little bump of coke that he just bought. And he,
Leah,
like,
what does Simon see you doing?
Leah would mostly be looking up and like she'll be looking at the entrance, you know, like that's clearly the way into the forest, but she'll be sort of looking around from side to side because she kind of doesn't trust that they would have just left the path unguarded. So she's like sort of...
Tony, what are you doing that
Yeah.
Simon sees?
I'm reading the book.
Tony's reading this book, murmuring it, his lips moving.
Oh, the minute
Simon, before you do that, you notice Mariah at the entrance of this. When I say entrance, it's not well marked, but at the forest edge, almost leaning into it like a smooth criminal. Simon, go ahead.
No, the minute I see Tony's got a book out, I slap it out of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Action is on all of you. We're in the dread. Go.
Leah will actually walk up to Mariah. Are you okay?
She slowly looks up at you. Do you hear that?
Leah will kneel down, get closer to her. What do you hear?
A song.
No, I don't hear it.
You see a troubled look. Go on.
Cover your ears for me.
I tried, it won't help.
I see.
It's a beautiful voice. It sounds like that one lady. And then a troubled look on her face. And she looks up at you. You've seen this look before. She's scared.
Do you remember the nursery rhymes I used to sing to you at nights?
She nods.
You should sing those to yourself for me, okay?
Do you want to bid her?
Yeah. If that's okay with you guys.
Yeah.
You guys good? As Mariah, you see Leah. Mariah's about to run into the forest. As you say that to her, and she starts humming the nursery rhymes. And she kind of stops and calms down. The rest of you. Action's on you.
I
Tony,
picked the book back up.
No, Tony, is that the book that they gave you?
No, this is different. And I'm not going to read it out loud.
I told you no more reading till this is all over with.
I can't help it.
Well, that's okay. I'll hold on to this.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
I think it's better if you don't read anything.
Well, I think it will be better if I know what they're chanting. Because that's what this book is.
Yeah, so you can join along with them.
No. So I'll know who they're summoning.
That's what happened the last time. You started chanting with them when you read the books.
Wait a minute. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the book. But give me your gun.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'll give you the book back. And the minute, just so you know.
I'll give you the gun back.
I'm going to hate when I have to put a bullet in you, but here you go.
Oh.
You give me the gun?
No, I'm giving you back the book.
Okay.
Nord.
Nord is remembers back, and flashes back to Grimwald's little the chemicals he stole from Grimwald, and like finds, like starts opening his little pockets and starts dabbing like all these little bits and pieces. Takes the bump of coke and into one hand, and then he pulls a little bit of the color white out of one of his pouches and kind of dabs it into it, and then he pulls a little rose and dabs it together, and maybe a little violet, and starts mushing them all together, and like just imagines himself like being invisible.
All right, what do you bid?
He's not gonna take it in this moment. He's just putting it together.
But you gotta bid to
But
put it together.
I'm gonna bid. I'm gonna bid greater break.
Okay, so greater break to do it. Now, what are you bidding for your alchemy?
To do it, and then I'm gonna bid. It's kind of difficult because I didn't actually erase apothecary to create this thing, and then my little chemistry to activate that ability.
All right. So how many ingredients do you have? White is the neutral.
Yeah, the white and
pink and violet.
It's white, violet, and rose.
And rose. All right, I believe, just out of my memory,
high threshold.
I believe that's a threshold 5.
It is a threshold 5. Yeah, it's true.
All right.
And so he just like, why didn't he do this before? I don't know. It just sometimes he's in the moment. The last little minute.
Make your roll.
And I would like to use like he's gonna put it on the lens of his camera, like,
oh shit,
and just like on the front the lens, and this is how he's kind of like, it's windy and he's just kind of like opened up his pocket, and he like sits down like cross-legged and like places it, and so
as you hear Nord, you hear Simon and Tony fighting. You don't really pay attention, but because you're focused on Leah talking to Mariah. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, what is that? A mind?
Oh yeah.
And
action.
Action.
Mm-hmm.
And I get an extra dice by using my lens.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'd bid that for sure. Threshold 5, hit it.
And we have all our stuff back. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Well, I'm close. I would like to I don't have that much stuff, unfortunately.
You do have you do have a chaos die, which is a d6, since you're doing Thergy. So go ahead and roll that. Unless your ability raises that die. Remember, if you have the right ability that you activated.
My ability, it does raise the die, so I get a success from that.
Do you get a success?
Chemistry, it's just I have an additional die, or it's not in the book.
Chemistry isn't? Oh, I see. Yeah, they just give you a success. But there's one ability, because you can do 2 on a turn, which this would be. Mm-hmm. So you can't do 3. But there's one ability that raises the chaos die type. I don't know if you have it or not.
That I have? No, I just have an upgrade to
Okay.
chemistry.
All right.
I don't know what that means.
It
It's not
probably
in the
means it
book.
gives you just a extra success, which is fine. All right. So
right
what are you at?
now I'm at 4 successes, but I might use my quick and dirty. I'm gonna use my ability Firestarter to activate quick and dirty and take my lighter and like flash it all together. See if that works.
Mm-hmm.
Which is upgraded ability.
Yep.
Do I what is quick and dirty? I mean, I feel like this is on me, didn't it?
So it gives you, if you have an upgrade, it gives you a +1 success.
Oh, then I have 5.
So you're at limbo.
Actually, 4, 5, 6 successes. If that's the way
All right.
it works.
As Nord, you do this. There's a puff of smoke, green smoke that you inhale. The tension between Simon and Tony. As Simon, you give him back his book. Tony, you receive it. You realize Simon has threatened you. You know the words in this book are dangerous. There's that sobering element. At the same time, they're so important. Simon, it's a crazy look in Tony's eyes. Mariah is humming to herself, holding on, Leah, as she holds your hand and leads you into the forest. Come on, Mom. I think I know where we need to be.
Tell you what, Leah will actually square her shoulders back up with her.
You are a lot stronger than her.
And she'll pull, face her towards you. If you need to, I don't think you need to tell me where I need to go. I think it's going to be fairly easy to find our way, but can you do something for me? I need you to, I'm going to pick you up with one arm, and I need you to hug your arms around my shoulders. And I need you to squeeze your legs around my waist. I need you to hold on as tight as you can. I need you to focus on that. Can you do that for me?
What do you bid?
Mom.
She does it.
Leah, yeah.
Go on.
Leah picks her up, and it's like, okay, now I need you to keep humming your songs, and I need you to focus on just that for me, okay?
I feel like it's have you guys seen Pan's Labyrinth? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
the
it's
song
been a long time.
Very long time.
The Book of Blood or whatever it is. The little deal as she's singing it. Nord, you're high as a fucking kite.
I have a roll to see if it worked or not. That I have not rolled.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying the puff of smoke.
Yeah.
Inhaled.
Yeah, okay.
You're feeling good. Feeling great. What's your plot armor at? Full?
Yeah.
Yep. We're going to give you a +1. Write this down on your character sheet. A +1 in MA, which means Magica Resistance. +1 MA. Write that down.
Got it.
All right. Last moments. What are y'all doing?
Leah's, holding Mariah with her one arm, and then she pulls the pistol with the rune bullets in it out in her other hand. And
T-shirt.
she's ready
right
to go. Yeah.
Huh. At the mouth. Simon, Tony.
I'm just walking on the beach.
I'm gonna follow in.
You see everyone turning to go into the forest. Tony, do you follow?
Yes.
As you all start going up, you see Leah at the front, all Ripley style, has the kid and a gun. Nord, you're behind. You've
Holding
made your.
I guess I'm holding this case
Yep.
by myself.
You've got the case by yourself. You got your camera on top of it.
It's
We'll
telling
say
you
because you. We'll say because you got the limbo, you were able to shovel the alchemical brew into a little bag.
Well, I got a +1. I succeeded.
Oh yeah, so you succeeded, so it's stable. When you use it, eventually you'll need to make a roll.
Yeah.
All right, actions
guys,
on you, Nord.
Little help on
Yeah.
this box.
I'll help Nord.
As Simon picks up the
Thanks.
other end, as you all, Leah in the front with Mariah, step into the forest. It is warm and humid in here. Dark, the sound of cicadas and the distance rattlesnakes. Just barely you can hear the chanting, the singing of a melodic voice, a jazz voice,
Oh no,
a voice you've heard before.
no.
And that's where we're going to end. Very good. Anyone get any goals?
I did.
Oh,
What's the goal?
yes, I got him. Go ahead.
I didn't make
I
any
made it.
minor goal.
I made it to Bell Island.
Okay,
Mine as
major or
well.
minor?
Minor.
Minor? Okay,
Minor.
Mm-hmm.
minor. Leah?
Anything? I forgot to make a new one last time.
Tony? Goals?
I think realizing that we're hunters could probably count as one.
All right, is it a major or minor?
Probably a minor.
Okay, next time write it down. So, if you got a minor goal, you get a pip. You regain 1 cunning and 1 breath. And you gain 1 XP. Remember,
Actually, no, wait. I did get a minor goal, and my minor goal was to read another book.
oh, nice. So you get that. Remember, if you get to 5 pips, you can drop the load. If you get over that, you need to. That gives you a trait. If you get to 3 XP or more, advance. What are the party goals at, Hulker? It's whatever it is,
All right.
plus 3.
Yeah, how many? All right, okay, so that puts us at 27.
Okay?
Should
That
be
puts you at
31.
27. Huh?
Should be. We had 28. Should put us at 31.
All right, so you're at 31, so update your shit. You're at 31, which means the next group advancement is 36. So it's every 12. Okay? All right. Any advancements that you guys need to do? You've had 2 montages this session. Go ahead and advance. It needs to be something that you were doing, of course. And yeah, that's where we are. If you need to write down a major or minor goal, have it by next session for sure, and just let me know what it is. Closing thoughts?
Good. That's fun.
Good. Excellent.
I'm glad because
Your insulin going?
I was gonna say I'm glad that I ended up doing what I did because that could have been bad.
Oh yeah. No, it all could have been bad. It all could have been bad. You guys actually avoided a massive combat with strategy. Very good. Okay. I'm gonna eat.
That's fair.
Are we
is
gonna?
it,
We're gonna.
yeah. Let's take it. Let's take.
cut the stream.
Yeah.
But,
Let's gonna cut.
you know,
the screen.
if you wanna join our Patreon,
Yes.
this next part, you too can get our after talk, but
The after
you know,
hours.
the after hours, the after talk, which is really great for those
We will
who
drink
are
lots of this.
wanting to know where we're going and how we're feeling. But
It's gonna be spectacular.
anyway, yeah, spectacular. That being said, any last thoughts before before I read off the little end bit?
Let's hit it.
All right.
Oh, one last piece. This Thursday, Geeky Gamer Podcast. We're gonna have Jeff McNeil on.
Gamer podcast.
He wrote a couple different games. One being Levied Souls. He was a huge inspiration for DreadLore version 2, which is the current version. He is in Intrepid Adventurers, the band. The dude is the badass. It'll be this Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. And if you drop in, it'll be on YouTube, DreadLore's YouTube. You might find any of these cast members, and you can talk to us and ask us questions and all that stuff. That's all.
For the Geeky Gamer
You can
podcast.
check it out on Spotify, too.
There we go. It just took me a second to pull the thing up. All right. Well, that being said, Thursdays, 7 p.m. EST, YouTube, Facebook, etc. We've been listening to, feeling, and enjoying and participating in the Red Writ, DreadLore
Red Writ.
We do this every Monday at this time, which is now
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Eastern
Standard.
to right about now. Thanks, Bill, Andrea, Daniel, Drizzle, and Ken for all of the wonderful playing. Thanks for all lowercase letters and Mr.
All
Interrupt.
lowercase letters, Mr. Interrupt.
The score was a lot of fun tonight, I'm sure. And a special thanks to our Patreon members, Tim Roberts, Daniel Holker, and
Daniel Holker.
Nostalgic. You make our lives easier. Art media production by Couch Fire Media.
Fire Media.
And all of the other story bits and thises and that's are with Twal Relay Productions.
Whoever
This
they are.
is DreadLore's The Red Writ.
The Red
us
Writ.
every week on Mondays on Twitch at DreadLore. Check out our link tree /DreadLore. Bye.
Give
y'all.
us money, motherfuckers. All right, let's go.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
All right.
So let's take a 10-minute, and if you can stay. I know we went a little bit late tonight.